Hi. I'm Mona. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for February 23rd, 2024. It's getting really hot. So, I'm trying to stay away from the social media for a little tiny bit because I got some pretty bad news yesterday. But I think it's part of my own personal journey. I come from a really toxic family. Everyone. And I was trying to hang on at least to one person, hoping, because this person, they're a scholar. They're intelligent. They're smart. But they are not seeing, they are blinded to some sort of something here. And I've been trying to show them and tell them, but they're just not seeing it. And I thought that if I would just lecture and tell and do whatever I can to try to tell this person, even bluntly, what's going on, what I see here, you know? And it's terrible because everyone else sees it, like in the neighborhood of this person. It's kind of embarrassing. So, I went to this person because I just wanted to ask a simple question. And they had left a message there. And I had loaned them some money, and they paid it back in full plus 100. I'm gonna figure out how to get that 100 back to them though, because I never go into I gotta figure it out. So, of course, the little lecture came about, And what's sad is this person always thinks I'm being mean. This person is afraid of conflict. They've openly told me that. Now, this person is in a field where they're going to have to deal with conflict. The only reason I know this is because I have been dealing with some people because of my anxiety and stuff. So I've had to talk to some social workers out here and through the VA. And I got a good one on the phone. I think it might have been from the Office of Inspector General. And, when I started talking to her, she was very helpful, that lady, in the past, But I can't forget what she told me, because we veered away from whatever we were talking about because I was feeling better, And I had asked her in the beginning, I was like, do you have a degree? And she was like, oh yeah, like she had no problem telling me her degree and all these things. She has a master's in social work. And right away I thought about this family member. But I didn't ask her anything yet. We just had to talk about our stuff. And then when the conversation was dying down and we had like a good repertoire discussing things together, I said, listen, I have to ask you a question. Can I ask you a quick question? Or a couple? And she's like, yeah, go ahead. And so I said, I have a relative who is in the same line of work as you. I think they have their bachelor's now, working for their master's. I told the whole situation, the living situation, the relationship between these people, and that there's a child there, this, that, and the other. I told her that this person has conflict with aggression. And so I could hear, she took a deep breath. She's like, well, Because I told her, I said, I think this person should know better, right? And she's like, well, if she's working on her master's, she's going to get to the point where there's going to be a class that will teach her about that, what she's going through now. And she's like, she probably hasn't gotten to that class yet, but she will. And it will help her realize that the situation that she is in is toxic and that she will have to remove herself from that. And also, she probably won't make it in that field if she has a problem with aggression, because social workers have to deal with aggressive people all the time. And I was like, oh no, yeah, she can't. She's like, well, that's something that's gonna hold her up. And I'm like, all right. She's like, I'm like, well, what can I do? Because I'm trying to tell her. She's like, there's really nothing that you can do until she sees the light, because she just is not right now. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to try to, still do the lecture, but I stay away, right? But I still do a little lecture. If she says something to me, she gets a lecture. She knows that, though. I told her, every time you respond to me, every time you do something to me, I'm going to give you a lecture. But every time I do that, my sister, yeah, I'm talking about my sister. It slipped. Sorry. Ain't no one out there anyways know who my sister is, so it doesn't matter. Nobody, I don't think. Anyways. So, and you know what? I'm not going to cut it out. I don't need to. So anyways, I do the lecture, do whatever I need to do. And, then I get the bad news. Because I gave the lecture and automatically she always says, you're being mean to me. I know you're being mean and, whatever. Yeah, if me being mean to her because I love her and I'm trying to help her to stay safe and to keep my nephew safe, then yeah, I'm going to be mean about it. Yeah. But I'm typing stuff, so it's not like she hears me being like, or anything. I'm just typing logic, basically. I'm just typing logic in there. She gave me the worst news I could ever imagine. My mouth is fine. I'm healed. It's tender, but I can eat and do everything, in case anybody was wondering. So, once I heard the bad news, that was a deal breaker. I have to let go of the final person or people in my family for good. Because, you can only help a person so much. But if you keep trying to help, and there's no progress there, you're gonna make yourself stress out. You can help someone until your own detriment. Yes. And so that's what I found what was going on here. So, unfortunately, I had to remove the last family member from my life. I basically deleted and blocked her. I don't want any further communication with her, and it breaks my heart because she is a good person and I love my nephew, but she is just not seeing that she is in a bad situation, in a dangerous situation. And I just cannot stress myself out over it anymore. So when I deleted and blocked and did all that, I felt so bad. And I feel bad to do that all the time when I have to cut people out of my life, especially those who I love, who I see are suffering from something. So right after I did that, I felt like this rush of guilt or sadness come over me. And I was like, oh my God, did I do the right thing? But I did. I did. And you know, if I cut anybody out of my life, it's because they're hurting me. They're not good for me. They affect me. And so right away, like, I needed confirmation from someone who knows me, who understands me. So I call, I text my best friend. And I told her the whole thing, everything. And I'm like, just get back to me when you have time, because she's busy too. I tried not to bother her too much, but I know that at least if I want to ask somebody a question, I have that one person to go to. So I did. I hate this when I get all like crazy emotional. I don't like it. So I told her the whole long, big old story. And yeah, I did the right thing. And the thing is that she needs to learn this on her own. I was trying to warn her. But she's blinded right now by, I don't know what he could be possibly telling her to keep her there. And I think the money I had to loan her was because he wasn't pulling his weight. Some guy over there. I can't help them anymore. I can't. And she always told me before, I said, why are you asking me for money? I'm your homeless sister. She owns a house and 2 cars. She lives far beyond her means. She has a whole other human being living with her, not pulling their weight. And she has a child. So, I mean, what can I do? I'm just, I'm sad that I will never see her again because I can forgive her and I can forgive myself for putting myself through that, and for, like, I'm not mad at her because she's unknowing. But I feel better. Like, I spent the whole rest of the day trying to meditate, listen to music, do other things to try to get my mind off of it. And waiting for my friend to respond, like, and she finally did, yeah. And then, I mean, yeah, sometimes you have to let people experience life in order for them to grow. I just feel bad because of my nephew. He's already being traumatized and seeing this relationship, and the relationship is toxic, and what she's actually doing is teaching him that it's okay what's going on there, and it's really not. She thinks everything's fine, like, but there's complete abuse over there. Not physical. Not that I know. Not that I know. But let's hope not. because she avoids conflict at all costs. So if this person is mad in a drunken stupor or whatever, she will do what she can to calm him down, maybe because the child is there. I don't know. But it shouldn't have to come to that point. You know, I just... And you know, she said, you know, I said, why would you come to me? And she, you know, I said, you have a whole other family beyond me. And she says she doesn't. She has no one. Well, now you really have no one. Now she really has no one. She has that person now. We're going to see how supportive that person is. But unfortunately, I can forgive and I can move on with my life. Now that I got confirmation from my friend that I completely wholeheartedly trust with everything. You know, just the message even from her made me feel a lot better. Like she gives my best friend, she gives you the feeling of like, I don't know how she gives the feeling of nature and I don't know how to say. But just after that, it was like I felt better. And I was like, yes, I'm doing the right thing. I have to let this person learn. And I just can't look back. Because she's affecting my health, and making me sad because I see what's going on, you know. So I don't feel guilty for what I did any longer. Mm-mm. Because now it is her that's going to have to deal with this. Even though I've been in something like exactly like that. At first they're real nice and they're this and that, but then wait a minute, if you do anything wrong, and I hope my sister is smart enough to call 911, because already I can see that she is making excuses for this person. That's a sign of some sort of manipulation and control. You know what, you guys, I know a lot of stuff. What do you guys think I do out here all the time? I study about everything mental health. I read religion, you know. I like stoic stuff. You know, I only feel really, really bad because I was trying to hold on to at least part of my family. I'm supposed to, I figured out after some meditation and things like that, I figured out that, yeah, I have to let everyone go and start my life brand new, fresh again. Another thing, you know, you guys know I read tarot, and, you know, my mother passed away, and I don't like to go back and speak to anyone like that. I don't feel like it's a good idea to do that and speak to people who have passed. But if they start, like, if I can't get them out of my mind for some reason, I feel like I'm supposed to talk to them for a moment. Like, I had a friend that just passed recently. I couldn't get them out of my head. I did a reading. I sent it to this person's relative, and they were very happy. I don't know what the reading meant. I just read what the cards read, and I gave it to them for I don't charge for readings. I don't do that. I'm not a person who charges for services out here because it's part of my healing process. It helps me too. It's like a mutual thing. I don't mind. I don't mind helping because it helps me get through things too. And so and I trust my judgment and my readings. And so I couldn't get my mom out of my head last night for some reason. And I was like, oh, shoot. She wanted to talk to me. So I did a reading and I asked several questions. And yes, my sister has deceived me. There's also been some deception involving my mother, manipulation, financial abuse. Yes. While my mother was sick, she was being financially abused. So that's what I got. It could be all in my head, but that's what came out in the cards. And I trust the cards because I trust my skills. I wasn't given this gift for nothing. It's just, however somebody will interpret it. I can read for myself, so I interpreted it that way. And I'm happy at least to know that my mom was proud of me and didn't provide me with any kind of financial whatever because she knew that I could handle myself. Yeah. And I appreciate that. My mom knew that that I'm a big girl and I could handle myself. And I appreciate that. So, it got too long. We'll go into a chit chat. All right. So if you don't want to hear any more here, you don't have to. But I kind of think that, maybe I'll do a chit chat later because I think I kind of covered everything, you know? So yeah, I had to cut another person out of my life, somebody that I'm actually related to partially, by blood, stepsister. And all I can do is pray for her and her safety and the safety of my nephew. I even had some stuff to send on my nephew, but I'm not going to send it anymore because I know of her deception towards me. I don't want to send it because I don't want her to receive it and like pass it to that person and pass things to the nephew because it should be all for him. But I also don't know whether or not she will, say bad things about me to my nephew so I'm just gonna, I guess I got me some new shirts from other states. I'm just gonna keep them for myself. And I just wish them the best. That's all I can do. And I pray that she doesn't get hurt or anything like that. But yeah, that's basically it, really, you guys. My mouth is good. I'm going to go into town and I'm going to do some uploads. So this is why I'm not a little bit nervous about how long it runs. I just don't want to make it run too long and, people get bored. But, you can always click off. It's not a big deal, It's a hot day today, But we've already been out and active, me and the dogs. And the training's going very well. And the people around here, they know that I'm training my dogs. Like they know, So they're cool around here with me already. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of stay away from the social media for a couple days because I feel like I need to like reset myself. And I'll make videos, and I'll put them out. But as for like going on to like Facebook or Instagram, because I'm on there now, I figured that out. I'm back on Instagram. I just have to stay away from, and even YouTube. I'll upload and I'll make the videos, but I'll just stay away from social media. If it, like mostly what I do when I do that is I stay away from that. I listen to music more. I listen to Pandora. I have a Pandora channel, so I listen to that more. And I'll do some readings. I will, if I do go online, I will go online for like informational stuff in regards to mental health or even religion or something. Have a religious app on my phone that I also refer to that somebody turned me on to, which I greatly appreciate. But I still study other religions and I still study esoteric stuff, Yeah. So I'm wearing a shirt. You just can't see it. It's like tank top. It's just, this is the best thing to wear. These little short overalls, the best thing to wear when it's hot like this, because you just change the bathing suit underneath, you throw the the overalls back on, and you're all okay, So, anyways, so yeah, that's what I have for you guys. Sad news for me. I really was going through it yesterday. Very sad day in my life, but it's okay because I was supposed to. I feel like I was supposed to do that. I was actually supposed to do that a long time ago, but I was trying to hang on so tight. But you can only do so much for someone. If they don't want to help themselves, then you can't help them. Like that Amy Winehouse song. I feel like I'm quoting her song. Like, what is it called? I can't help you. I can't help you if you won't help yourself. And I can't stick around and watch you burn in the process, you know. Your life would have probably been more ahead if you did not focus so much on that person. You might have even had, you know, a lot of your schooling out of the way, but anyways, I know she's gonna see this video, and you know what? It is what it is, and you're just gonna have to live with it until you figure things out. But I do wish you the best. I hope you find abundance. I hope you find peace within your heart. I hope God can keep you and my nephew safe and from harm. That's all I have, you guys. I'm Mona. This was Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for February 23rd, 2024. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.